What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Daily Upside. I'm your host, Keen Arrivals, bringing you sports cards news all around the market every day. Today, we got a pretty good show here talking about some cards that I liked that ended yesterday. A lot of good plays, a lot of opportunities this season. I remember a few months ago looking at the space, there weren't that many plays, and then out of nowhere, play after play after play after play. So pretty excited about what we've been doing here at Sports Cars Pick of the Week. Did really, really well. Hope you guys like that. I got another one dropping tomorrow. So if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, then you know what to do. And right now is the best time to do so because we're offering 30% off for the entire year. I'm going to be offering this until the end of the week as I have a giveaway that's going to kind of be all around it. It's all going to come together, trust me. So yeah, if you haven't signed up, definitely go check that out. Today, I want to jump into some NBA news. Didn't have a lot today. This article is kind of a stretch or a reach to be honest. And yeah, pretty much it's the Athletic. They're talking about how the NBA has quadrupled its 20-point scores in the last 9 years. And they go into how they did that. I don't necessarily care about how or the arena effects or things of that nature. I just think that stat alone is pretty impressive. We've quadrupled the amount of scores in the NBA, and that makes a lot of sense. That's why we see so many stars now. It's just, it used to be what, one person per team. Now we're kind of seeing it, two, three people per team. So definitely it's a lot easier to score in this era. We're seeing rookies come in, they're dominating. LaMelo Ball is putting up, LeBron James numbers in the last month from his rookie year. So a lot of scores in here. And I was looking at some of the stats from yesterday. And, yeah, it's just right on par. I mean, Colin Sexton had 39 points. Nikola Jokic is just a beast who also had 39 points. He actually almost had a triple double. Same with Luka, 33 points, 10 boards, 9 assists. So people are coming in here, they're dominating, they're doing their thing, and it's just going to be a lot of offense. And this year seems to be like really the year to kind of make that known. And that's going to lead to a lot of surges in, card prices. Now, I don't think this is going to last for long. Eventually we're going to start seeing the 30-point per game guys be kind of the go-to within the card space. If everybody's putting up 20 points, then it's just like that's the new 15. That's the new like 15 per game. So, Malcolm Brogdon, Victor Oladipo, DeJounte Murray, Lonnie Walker, Ben Simmons, like all those guys who kind of put up like 18 to 20. That's the new 12 to 15. That's the new, third guy on the offense. So yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm starting to look at, like the NBA stats, and I'm just like, who's putting up 26? Who's putting up 28? Who's putting up 30? Those are the guys that I want to start looking at. It's why I'm so high on, Zach LaVine and Joel Embiid. That's why I was so big on them, Brandon Ingram potentially. So, let me know what you guys think about everybody kind of scoring. We got Terry Rozier who's just like dominating offensively, but we're not necessarily seeing that in his card prices. His cards have gone up, but we're not seeing him he's not selling as like a face of a franchise type guy. So let me know what you guys think about the offense and just like the face of the franchise, because I don't think scoring is the key factor anymore. Like scoring is a big part of it. Like Brandon Ingram being able to put up 26 points per game or 28 points per game is huge. But I'm starting to realize that like Brandon Ingram's not getting like Jason Tatum respect. Brandon Ingram's not getting face of a franchise respect. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, because I want to know, how do you invest and what do you look at when you're looking at a player? Are you looking at him culturally? Are you looking at what he does around the league? Are you just looking at his stats? What pushes you to buy a certain guy? Why are we buying, Bradley Beal but not Donovan Mitchell? Why are we buying uh whoever can score really well? So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. What do you look for when you invest in a player? But yeah, I'll link this article for those of you who do care about some of the logistics and some of the arena effects and what that's doing for the NBA. Again, I necessarily don't care too much about that, but I do think the statistic that we've quadrupled 20-point scores is pretty interesting. Again, not a lot of NBA news, so we're just going to move right into NBA Top Shot. For those of you who don't know, Karl Anthony Towns, the Cool Cats Series 2 Crypto Kitties collaboration is on the market right now. Yesterday, when I checked these prices, they were $700. Right now, they're 447. If I refresh, they're probably going to be down. Let's see, because this is a little bit older, and yeah, I think I seen them as cheap as like $300. So yeah, 399 right now. And yeah, there's 14,214 of these cards. Somebody in my Discord group asked if you needed the car or the cat moment to complete the master challenge. And the answer is yes. So for those of you who are going for that LaMelo Ball Cool Cats, moment, you definitely want to pick up this cat. I think they're going to go down. I really do, with 14,000. unless there's like some big market effect and everybody decides not to sell. But I think for this one, like serial numbers don't matter. Get your guy, get your moment, and get out. But man, there's a ton of these available, and I just don't see them, being this high. With that being said, people who do have them know you need them, so maybe they'll come together and they'll kind of, push that price up a little bit. But definitely expecting a huge dip on this moment. I like Cat a lot, but at this moment, it just doesn't do it for me. Speaking of Top Shot, I did release an article. For those of you who don't know, I run a Top Shot newsletter. I send out 2 articles per week, and this was just talking about the withdrawal process. A lot of people were on Twitter, kind of talking about withdrawals yesterday and how complicated it was and how it may not be real. So I kind of wanted to put my perspective and my experience out there. So if you're signed up for the Top Shot newsletter, you will be getting that newsletter. You probably actually got it. I'm recording this episode a little bit late, so you probably already got that one. So definitely go ahead and read that. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, then do so. This article is free to everybody. It's not under a paywall. So I want you all to know about my experience, what Top Shot is doing, and what's to come. So I'll definitely link that in the description or in the show notes, depending on where you're watching this video, depending on how you're listening to this episode. Moving on to some sports cards news, kind of a slow day here in the market. I was looking at some completed listings yesterday, and I saw this ultra platinum Kobe Bryant rookie sale for $11,000. This is a BGS 8. You guys know I'm a big 8 guy. I love PSA 8s. I love BGS 8s. I think 8 is like the proper grade for the modern guy, for the normal guy, I should say, not the modern guy. If you're old, you can get an 8 too. I think it's like the middle ground, near mint. You hear that a lot. Like you hear that a lot when you're looking at listings or comics and things like that. Near mint is good. I don't know at what point near mint became bad. If you had a near mint condition card, you were good to go. That thing was sellable. And that's something that I've always liked. I love that phrase. I love eights. And I think they're super, super undervalued right now, especially for like some of the modern rare stuff. I mean, this Kobe is going for $11,000. I don't know if a modern 8 would go for $11,000. Obviously, this one's a super low pop. I was checking it out on Card Ladder, and it looks like there's only 9 of these in circulation for the BGS 8. If you look at the PSA 10, you can see there's only 9 of those, and the BGS 9.5, only 4. So if you want this card in a gem mint condition, there's only 13 in circulation. If you wanted a near mint condition, then there's about 31. So super, super limited. And these are the cards that I'm looking for when it comes to modern players. I like to look at Kobe, LeBron, Steph Curry, and kind of see what their market is doing compared to like Luca, Trey Young, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, whoever we like for this era, because we're gonna go back and see like, oh man, that Luca blue prism only had 15 graded. So, I couldn't afford the PSA 10 if I'm gonna grab the PSA 8. And I think those cards will later come back and be worth a ton of money because they are going to be so limited, especially when the Prism PSA 10 is so saturated. Everybody's going to want to get a color card or some type of parallel or some variant of that PSA 10 Prism rookie. So yeah, I'm looking at PSA 8s and BGS 8s for colored Prism, for colored Select, for colored Optic. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. And it's not just within Chrome cards. I think some of the Panini Chronicles serial number cards, PSA 8, PSA 9, are really good values. I think some of the just paper cards are really, really good values right now. Not to mention rookie patch autographs. If you can get those in a BGS 8 or PSA 8, I think those are really, really good values right now. So I encourage everybody to kind of look at this Kobe, kind of look at the data, and go back and start finding some rare cards of your favorite player right now and pick them up, because they're probably not $11,000. They're probably really, really cheap, at least comparatively. Moving on, I also saw this 2003, 2004 Fleer Tradition of LeBron James. This is a PSA 10 rookie. It's one of my favorite rookies of LeBron, simply because I remember, trying to get this card as a kid. I remember saying in Clubhouse one time that a lot of people might get into this space and they might start buying Fleer LeBron rookies just because Jordan has a Fleer card. I know it seems far-fetched. I know it doesn't seem realistic, but these are the kind of things that I think about. These are the kind of the moves that I make. And this card's trending, down recently. If you look at Card Ladder, you can see at one point this was hitting like $6,000 kind of during that Jordan Fleer hype. It went 6,000 a few times, and now it's back down to its, 3,000 bucks, which is like its early February price point. It probably will go down a little bit more. I think these at $3,000 is a pretty solid deal considering they were $2,000 like 6 months ago. A lot of LeBron James's cards have doubled in value, tripled in value. So to be able to pick up a PSA 10 Fleer rookie, which only has a pop of 558 for like, 40% higher than its value 6 months ago, seems like a pretty solid play to me. Seems like a safe play. And I know a lot of you are looking for safe plays right now. A lot of you have made a ton of money in the sports cards market, and now you just need a few safe plays with potential. And what better play than LeBron? For me, I feel like if LeBron keeps losing, I think the Lakers have lost 5 out of their 11 losses last month alone. If they keep losing, might be a better opportunity to buy those LeBron James. If these can hit 2,500, 2,200, I'm definitely going to pick one up. I think it's a dope looking card, and I think it goes along the line of like Kobe has that Fleer Ultra rookie, which is highly sought after. LeBron has a really nice Fleer rookie, and then you got Jordan who has one as well. So yeah, I'm definitely in on these. Let me know what you guys think about that play. Moving forward, we got Stephen Curry here. You guys know this is kind of like my baby right here. This not Stephen Curry, but the Panini rookie that he has. This one is actually his prestige rookie that ended last night. It's a PSA 10. It's it's the variation where he's just dribbling the ball, number 157, and it's sold for $1,025. I say this all the time. If you listen to this podcast a lot, then this is probably going to get repetitive. But this was the first card we kind of did we kind of suggested when we started, the high upside show. Initially, it was just me kind of showing off my collection, but as we got into the market and got into like the news space or giving out plays, this was like the first sports cards pick of the week. And I remember in that article, I'm like, hey, this is going to be $1,000 card. I looked at the market cap method. I did the math. This is going to be $1,000 card. And to see that play out is just really, really dope. I know a lot of us who got those early, we definitely sold them. We made some solid money on them. Um, but yeah, I just love seeing that this card played out. And I think it still has a lot of value left in it. You think about, Stephen Curry's tops rookie PSA 10, that thing is going for 15,000 plus. You got his Panini rookie, which is going for $1,000. This is the first Panini rookie like of a basketball player. You know what I mean? So I think they're super undervalued. I think people aren't even realizing that this is like the Panini Genesis, and you could say it's a prestige, but I prefer the actual Panini rookie itself. And those are going for the same price point. So if you look at, Stephen Curry's 307 or 357, getting that in a PSA 10 for $1,000, this is like the official Panini set. It's him in a jersey. It's a much better looking card. Yeah, I just think they're a steal right now. $1,000 is definitely a lot of money, but compared to that Topps rookie, compared to that Bowman rookie, that Bowman's 10,000, that Topps is 15,000. The fact that the Panini with a pop of 223 is 1,000 just blows me away. So I'm a big fan of this card. Still think it has a lot of value. We got this one around last year, and you can see we were picking it up for dirt cheap. For those who are not watching this on YouTube, we were grabbing them for like $150, and it's just crazy how times have changed. I remember thinking like, man, this is so much money. I hope this plays out. The math makes sense, so I'm going to go all in. And the 150 was a bit too much for me. So I was buying the BGS 9.5 for like $60, $75 because they were half the price. So yeah, shout out to Stephen Curry. Shout out to this play working out. I'm telling you guys, the market cap method. But we'll talk more about that later. What else do we have here? LeBron James's upper deck rookie. Kind of the same scenario here. I actually picked this one last month. I did a comparison here on Instagram where I was kind of showcasing LeBron James's tops rookie, and then I showcased his upper deck rookie. And for those of you who picked up the market cap method, you instantly knew what I was trying to say here. The upper deck was super undervalued, super undervalued, and now we see it closing for $6,550. At the time where we kind of reported on this, when we used the market cap method on it, it was like 2,950, $3,000. So this card has doubled in the last month. And it's really cool because a lot of people went for that Topps rookie. A lot of people went for that popular rookie. And that Topps rookie has come down in value a little bit. Not much, but it's come down in value. Meanwhile, the upper deck has doubled. So again, the market cap method, definitely a good play. It definitely helps you spot these cards, and it's just a great way to make money, man. It just makes so much sense, and it really just hasn't let me down like at all. I already know what's coming up next, and if you don't, then you don't listen to this channel a lot. What's a daily upside episode if we don't talk about Kevin Durant's tops 112? A lot of people have DM me like you're shilling this card, or, whatever. I think it's a great card. I'm going to let you guys know. I'll report to you guys in real time. I've been buying this card. I think I have actually, I have six of the PSA 8s. And I've been buying them as I've been talking about them. Everybody has had the same opportunities. I don't like buy cards and then talk about them. I buy cards in real time. And when I'm talking about them, that's when I'm buying them. So whether the price goes up or not, whether you got in or not, that's up to you. I'm not somebody who shills, not with the intention to dump at least. If I see a good play, I'm gonna keep talking about it until it's not a good play anymore. I think right now at $430, this one's definitely up there in price. But if you use the market cap method, it has a lot of room to grow. I mean, just use the multiplier method. Use whatever method you want. I think the car is just super undervalued. I don't have the math or the data on hand right now, but I remember I think the PSA 9, I think it has the potential to be a $3,000 card. Meaning, I think the PSA 8 has the potential to be a 1,000 to $1,500 card if Durant comes back and the Nets kind of dominate. Now, I always say this when I talk about Durant. There is a disclaimer. He's very similar to Kawhi Leonard or Paul George. I think his value is based on a championship. If he doesn't win a championship, I don't know if KD flies through the roof. I don't know if his prices go sky high. I'll also say that I don't think that he has to win a championship for us to make money. I just think the Nets have to look like they're going to win a championship, and then we can go from there. So if you want to like maximize your profits, then you might want to wait to the finals and see KD, Kyrie, and James Harden kind of hold that championship trophy up. But if you're like me, you just, as long as they get in the playoffs, as long as they look good, if they can get a top seed, if they can dominate that first round, then that's probably going to be the best time to exit on this one. I'm thinking that this is going to double from here. I am probably going to sell a few once it kind of reaches like 500, 600. Maybe I'll sell one or two, maybe three to kind of make my money back. And then I'll be kind of playing with house money at that point. But yeah, 430, it's definitely a little riskier buying these now. We were picking them up around like 200. I think I bought one as high as like 315. And I still think there's some juice to be squeezed out of these. So let me know what you guys think about that Topps PSA 8. I know a lot of us bought the Kevin Durant. Are you buying at $430? And do you see it going up from here? Because I definitely do. I definitely at least see it hitting like 550, 600. Last but not least, I want to talk about one of my favorite cards. One of the cards that I'm looking to pick up, and one of the cards that I regret not picking up sooner. And that's just the Fleer Tradition Trio Rookie. I have an article coming out probably tomorrow talking about shelf cards. And this is one of those shelf cards. For those of you who don't read the articles, in a nutshell, it's just like, what cards would you buy and put on your shelf? I talked about this yesterday. I talked about it again today. This is one of the cards that I buy and put on my shelf. And this is one of those cards that I see appreciating over time. Just LeBron James, Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, all-time card. As long as that Larry Bird, Dr. J, Magic Johnson card is out, I think this one has potential to move up. Dwayne Wade's doing his thing on TNT or whatever platform he's on. LeBron's just one of the greatest players of all time. And Melo's just Melo, man. I think Melo's underrated right now. I think we're going to come back and we're going to look at Melo and we're going to give him his respect. And I think that's just going to push this card to a new height. Now, for a BGS 9.5, it's $2,375. That's what we saw in that yesterday. This is not a true gem. I think the PSA 10s are actually a lot more, maybe like 4,000. So they are a little bit pricey. But again, this is one of those cards that I think where you might want to get like a BGS 8 or BGS 9. I think the card itself is going to hold the value and not the grade. So let me know what you guys think about this trio rookie. I know LeBron, Melo, and Wade, they have another one in like Topps Matrix or something like that. I'm not a big fan of that one. I really like the Fleer Tradition one. And I think if this rookie becomes big, then it's going to go back and make LeBron's Fleer Tradition, rookie, like his single rookie, big. I just think the Fleer Tradition stuff's underrated right now. If you look at the market cap method, I highly recommend you guys go pick this up. If you look at it, if you kind of compare it on those Fleer rookies, you'll see what I mean. They're super, super undervalued. I think this is a good play for you guys. Go pick up the market cap method if you haven't already. I know a lot of you have bought it. So shout out to you guys who've already picked it up. Let people know in the comments if it has helped you because it's just been a great tool for me. And I tweeted about it earlier. It's not bulletproof, but sometimes it seems that way. So yeah, market cap method, Fleer Tradition rookies, Kevin Durant's PSA 8, Stephen Curry's, first Panini rookies. I think those are all good plays, and I want to know your thoughts on them. If you guys haven't already, definitely check me out on Twitter. I got to get a new pin tweet here because this is over. I do have a giveaway coming up. I promised like 2 giveaways and I just haven't been able to get to them yet. I wish I could show you my desk and you'll probably see why, but they are on the schedule. They are coming up pretty soon. I'll probably drop a video on them this week. But yeah, check me out on Twitter. I love talking to you guys. I love doing these polls. You guys always rock with me. And let me ask YouTube real quick. I want to start streaming video games. I play 2K on Xbox Series, whatever this new Xbox is, and I play Gears of War. I also have like Call of Duty and Tony Hawk and some other FIFA. I'm not really good at those games, but I'm nasty at Gears of War and I'm nasty at 2K. So if you guys ever want to play, hit me up. But I thought, why not start streaming my 2K play and just talk about sports cards with you guys? 30% of you said go to sleep. You don't want that shit. I can't curse on this podcast. And 69% of you said you're down with that. So I want to know what the YouTube, community thinks. Head over to my Twitter. Let me know if you want to see that. I think it could be like a weekly live stream. We have a Q&A. We talk about, cards, players, things like that. And then I can go crazy and play 2K. Maybe my player mode, or I can maybe play some of you guys. So let me know what you think about that. Last but not least, shoot your boy a follow on Instagram. I got to start posting some more there. We talked about this Luka Doncic yesterday. Got some pretty solid, feedback on that. Got a whole one comment. So yeah, definitely go over Instagram, engage with me. I love talking to you guys. That's it for this one. If you haven't already, check out the membership, check out the market cap method. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy investing.